What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I have another LEGO set review. Today I have LEGO set number 21331, Sonic the Hedgehog. This is a LEGO Ideas set. Recommended ages are 18 plus, and the piece count is 1,125. So yeah, this is the first Christmas kind of video that was actually in my Christmas haul. Because of course the two cars weren't in my Christmas haul, so this is kind of the first one. And yeah, this set is really good. And of course, recently it has been confirmed, I don't think it has been confirmed, there's been leaks though, that we are going to be getting some more Sonic sets in 2023, which is very exciting because it actually changed my mind on this set. Because of course, as you guys will see in the video, this seems very tiny. This is a very tiny, of course, if we move Eggman out of the way, this is the whole level right here. There's no ending to it. There's no beginning. So, of course, since we're going to be getting a couple sets, I think there's like 5 sets maybe leaked. Of course, since we're going to be getting more Sonic sets, and this isn't the only one, we'll be getting a beginning and end. This will be like a Lego Mario set. Of course, this is going to be with a minifigure, which is amazing. And yeah, this actually changed my mind because this is now actually perfect. Because of course, since we're gonna be getting more Sonic sets, this is really cool because you're gonna be able to add on more. If this was the last Sonic set that they ever made for a couple years, then yeah, this wouldn't be amazing. But since we're gonna be getting an add-on and it's already kind of leaked, then yeah, this has changed my mind a little bit. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the minifigures with Sonic and of course Dr. Robotnik, and then we'll also look at the bugs, creatures as well. So yeah, let's take a look at Sonic. So here is the blue blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. And yeah, of course his accessory is a ring. It's like one of the only extra rings that you do get in this set, which is a yellow toilet seat, which is amazing. But getting past that thing right there, this figure is really good. This figure is literally like top tier perfect. I really don't have any things. Oh wow, son, if you could stand. I really don't have any problems with this. Of course, the head. This whole figure is exclusive, but it probably won't stay like that for long since the new sets. But of course, if we look at the side, this is the part that got me really happy. Because of course, in the LEGO Dimensions, it was kind of based on the modern Sonic. It's probably going to be based on the new modern Sonic. Who knows? We don't know really that much about it. But of course, the head mold has made a return in this. Does have some nice printing on the front. And of course, the torso is the circle, not the oval like in the game. And of course, the side leg printing is absolutely amazing. And of course, there is no back leg printing, so the sock kind of printing just stops. But yeah, of course, I've already made a Sonic figure way back when the Sonic movie was like coming out last year, I think in 2020. And yeah, it's really weird to get an actual piece, not a 3D printed one, in your collection. And of course, you do get the rings right here, which is really nice. So yeah, there is Sonic. And of course, one of the secret things that I kind of forgot about because it's really out of nowhere, you get all 6 Chaos Emeralds with this. So of course, you can put Sonic on the posing piece in the back, which we'll get into more in the video because of course you can do more with it. And of course, you can post Sonic on it, which is really nice. So he can be kind of running and stuff. Of course, you get all 6. You get literally every single one except the last 2 in the last bag, which is really cool because literally every bag you're getting a Chaos Emerald. I think that's really nice and neat, of a good inclusion, and on their part. Of course, there are 7 Chaos Emeralds, not 6. So yeah, you do get the last 2 in the last bags. Which is really cool, because hey, maybe Dr. Eggman was holding on to one of them. But yeah, there's Sonic, of course. Hopefully, in the new sets, we do get a Super Sonic. Because this is kind of annoying, because, yeah, literally the whole game you're trying to collect the Chaos Emeralds, but you don't get Super Sonic. But yeah, I know that would be a new molded piece, so yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's take a look at the next character, which is Dr. Eggman. Okay. Dr. Eggman, one of the most controversial figures in this set. There are a lot of things that a lot of people like, dislike, and yeah, this is just a very controversial figure, and in my opinion, it's not too bad. Of course, since I literally build a lot of brick-built stuff like this that are trying to represent humans, I kind of have a soft spot for this. There are some things, of course, if you guys haven't seen the new mustache design, which of course I'll show you right. Yeah, of course, that's one of the biggest flaws on this, is the mustache, which of course right there, if you guys pause really quickly, you guys would know that that is kind of the one that's been floating around that I probably am going to go for right after this video ends. But yeah, the rest, of course, the articulation, his legs are stationary. The legs are probably the best part. The arms are movable, and his head is movable. Of course, there are a couple stickers on this guy. There's only 2 on the front right here. And of course, at the very top, he has the print for the eyes, which is really nice. But yeah, the head is kind of weird. Of course, it is made on a pole connection, which is kind of built around a Travis brick, a couple Travis bricks, which is nice. Of course, you do get the white gloves in this, which is really cool. Of course, the back is also nice as well. But yeah, just a kind of really controversial figure. A lot of people kind of like him, don't like him. Which I kind of like him a little bit. I kind of wish he didn't do the chicken arm dance, but if you try to put the ball joints in there, they'd be gray. So I like the consistency between red and stuff, and if you tried to kind of make it a little bit better, it really wouldn't work out, and he wouldn't fit in his Eggmobile, which we'll actually take a look at right now. So the Eggmobile, the last bag of these sets. So yeah, here's the Eggmobile. I'm gonna call it that. If it has an actual name in the actual game, please leave a comment down below. But there are a couple stickers on this thing. There are 2 stickers right here, 2 stickers on the back, and also this is a print at the top right here. Kind of one of the things that I didn't know about, and as soon as I started building this set, I started figuring out that if you put Dr. Eggman on the inside, he's kind of loosey-goosey. He just is kind of really just doing this. So if you try to move him around, he's kind of going to flop all around. But other than that, it's a really cool kind of build. And of course, it's on a clear base plate, so he can kind of hang up here and kind of shoot down at Sonic and stuff like that. So yeah, there is Dr. Eggman's Vehicle. And now we're going to take a look at the robot Beetle. So probably one of my favorite figures. Kind of the robots, kind of, is the Beetle thing. It's basically a robot Beetle. If you guys have played, which literally I think everybody's played the first level of Sonic before, until you guys rage quit after the volcano one, which I've done that millions of times. It sucks. Of course, as you guys can see right here, he's very, very, very... He falls over really easily because there's literally just a couple plates underneath because he just rolls around on the map. Of course, this is the guy who kind of really stole all my rings from me all the time when I was playing the game. But of course he does have a couple stickers, which is of course a thing that the Sonic set does do. Is you do get 2 alternate faces for him. Of course you have this one where he's kind of angry, the one that we're kind of all gonna go for. And then you'll also have another one which is kind of sympathetic and kind of not knowing that Sonic is about to pounce on him, which is kind of nice. Yeah, there's that. Of course, removing that because that's the worst expression. You can't put this one on, which just looks nicer. Of course, he does use the original, like, I think microphone pieces. I tried to actually also 3D print this. No success. It was supposed to be for Mirror Master, but yeah, I finally got one. Of course, I'm not going to use it for Mirror Master because that was years ago. Anyway, of course, now we're going to take a look at the Mecha Crab or something, yeah. The other enemy you do get in this is the crab, which of course is on a base. But yeah, of course the eyes are really nice. It's a very cool touch to this. Of course the articulation is he can rotate his arms up and down, which is really nice. And yeah, he's just a really cool build. And as you guys can see, the eyes are really built really well. And yeah, LEGO did a really good job at capturing these iconic villains on the Green Hill Zone. So yeah, that is going to be it for the Beetle. And now we're actually going to take a look at the set. So yeah, this set is pretty huge. It's really big. There's a lot of stuff that's really cool. Of course, they captured most of the stuff on here. Of course, looking at the base first, and then we're going to look at the actual stuff. Of course, down here, we do have our first sticker, which is the Sonic 3, which is the 3 lives. He has 3 lives right now, which is really cool. And of course, if we also flip it around, actually, if we flip it around on the other side, you do get a player count at the bottom right here, which is really nice. Of course, you can kind of barely see that. It's really hard to see, but yeah, there you go. It's another sticker, and yeah, of course, you start at the beginning right here. Of course, just kind of getting it out of the way right here. Of course, there are some technicals in the front and back. So, of course, like the original, of course, the leaks have said, you can't connect this to future sets that are going to be coming out. Anyway, of course, at the top you have this palm tree build. It's a cool build. It's really nice. I kind of like it a little bit. Of course, moving right there. There you go. So it's kind of nice build. I think it's cool. It matches what the game is. And there you go. Of course, you do have the bridge right here, which the 3 rings at the top kind of just stay in there, which is really nice. Of course, you do have the checkpoints, which of course you can spin around, but of course it is on a stud, so it is going to fall off, so yeah, I can't spin that around, which is really nice. And of course, you can put Sonic on the bridge if you want to. He's not going to be held into any studs, but yeah, it's kind of cool, you know. And of course, there are studs, so you can't put them everywhere. And yeah, of course, going over here, you do get introduced to the first, once again, separate stickers that you can add. So of course, you do have the loop-de-loop, which of course you can put Sonic at the bottom. But also, if we go back before I look at the top, if we go back to the original, to the little Chaos Emerald kind of thing, if you flip the stud on inside out, you can actually there is a plate right here. And if you kind of fit your hand in here a little bit, you fit it in here, kind of just wiggle it around in there, you will be able to fit a stud in here, so you can actually maybe put Sonic on the inside like he's running around, which is pretty cool. It kind of looks like he's running on the circle, which is really nice. And of course, you can rearrange it and put it in other directions and stuff like that, which is really nice. But yeah, it's kind of hard to get in there. But yeah, you can do that, of course, if you want to. But of course, at the top you do have these things that he jumps on to get an extra ring or something, which leads me to the next kind of sticker thing. You do get 3 extra stickers, which have the speed shoes, the extra life, and the bubble, which of course you can replace these on here by just removing the front and just doing this at the top, which is really nice. Of course, the checkpoint thing falls off again, which is really nice. Of course, I do like the ring one and the infinity one, because those are the ones that you kind of really will come across somewhere in the sets, usually on a palm tree or something. Yeah, of course, going around the loop-de-loop, and right here is probably the one play feature really in this set, is you have this big giant kind of, you have this spring, which of course, if you take Sonic and you put him on here, and you flick hard enough, you will be able to maybe make him jump, so yeah. Of course, the mechanism for this is not really that good. It's right here, and usually in a set you would do boom, but of course there's this thing right here, which of course is holding the rings. So you're kind of just doing this and kind of using your force, but you can't really just do boom on it, you know? But yeah, there's that. Of course, so yeah, you can take Sonic maybe, and you can jump on the thing like that and kind of launch him up in the air if you want to get the rings. So yeah. Also up here is a floating platform, which of course you can put Sonic up here if you want to. And of course the last part of the set is the flower right here. So yeah, it's a really cool build. I like it a lot. And it'll be a really cool display kind of piece. The hardest part were the bricks right here. You had to put plates over plates over plates. The only stickers really in the set, other than the Sonic logos and these, all these things are stickers, as well as kind of the, the other stuff is stickers as well, is this part right here, the kind of stickers on this side. Of course, the stickers in the set are this side, and the other side as well. Those are all stickers, which is really nice. But flipping that back around and putting the checkpoint on for the 50th time. There you go. That's kind of it for the Sonic set, really. There's not much going on. It's kind of an 18. It's literally an 18 plus set, so there's not really any play features. But yeah, you can take Sonic and you can put him on here and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's kind of weird how they're now making a whole line for this guy, and the first set was an 18 plus set. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a big age drop. or else unless they're going to do all 18 plus. But yeah, of course you can rearrange all the stuff on here and kind of make it your own. Of course the water down here is really nice as well. But yeah, that is kind of it for the set review. It's as you guys see, it's everything that is in this and you think will do what it will do. Everything that you see here and you think, oh, it's probably going to do that, it does. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this set. Of course, I'm very excited for the add-on. Hopefully we get Tails and a bunch of other people, but yeah, by itself as just a set, this is pretty good. So without further ado, look at the box, instruction manual, and of course I'll give my final thoughts. The instruction manual, of course, is a Lego idea, so it's probably going to be, so it's amazing, obviously. Of course, you do have the Sonic at the front. One little nitpick on this, which would make me kind of really happy, is if they left the press start at the bottom. I think that would be really nice if they did that. Not just a Sonic the Hedgehog at the front, but it's pretty cool. Of course, you have the original submission, which is not a Sonic the Hedgehog, it's actually Sonic Mania. And of course, one of the things that I wish they kind of did on Sonic is give him mid-legs. He kind of looks better with mid-legs. And of course, Lego did do a better job at the Beatles and stuff, but yeah, I kind of wish that they gave him mid-legs. And yeah, of course, we do have some information and stuff in here, which you guys can read if you want to do that. There you go, then you have the designers. And of course, you do have the brick separator, which is in this set. But yeah, at the beginning, you get all the stuff right there. And of course, you flip to the other side, and you do get bag 5 and 6, which is the ending, and then 6 is just Robotnik. So if you wanted to build this maybe with your family, I would suggest 1 and 6 you could probably do on your own. Of course, you do have the Sonic minifigure right there, ready to get built. And of course, the ending ends at page 181. Of course, taking a look at the Sonic right there, which is really nice. I kind of like that a lot. It just kind of wish there was an ending, you know. And there you go. The idea is at the back, and of course all the bricks, and Finn, which is pretty cool, which is the Eggman, which is really nice. And yeah, that's it for the instruction manual. The box is pretty huge. It's really long. But of course, at the front, you get all the Sonic stuff that you can do. Of course, it's kind of weird because he's already glowing from infinity, but he hasn't even jumped on the infinity thing already. But I guess they're supposed to intend that you do that. Of course, you have Sonic 2 measure, which of course, if we take a look at Sonic, I've never done this before. We're doing it for the first time. That's the actual size of Sonic, which is really cool. Of course, you have all the Sonic characters that are in this. Of course, flipping it around, you have the back, which the back shows more Sonic right there. And of course, all the other stuff which you can flip faces, jump, and the Chaos Emeralds, and yeah. It's a box. Overall, this is a really good set. For beginners, kind of starter pack, and as its own, this is really good. The minifigure selection is good. You get Sonic and Eggman. Of course, everyone can complain that I would want a Tails, I want Shadow, I want Chaos, I want Knuckles. But just as like a beginning, as like a Sonic 1 type thing, it's really good. Of course, the original submission is much more interesting than this, obviously, because it's based on Sonic Mania. There's so much more stuff going on. But this, as a Sonic 1, it's kind of cool. Of course, the minifigure of Sonic is nice to see again, and if you missed out on the dimensions, this is another good time to get him. Of course, they're kind of still two different type of figures, because one is based on the newer games, while the other one is based on the old classic games. One of the nitpicks that I think I would add on Sonic, I didn't really mention it, I did kind of do it in the instruction manual, is his height. Sonic in Sonic Generations, which this is based on Sonic 1, so you can technically count Sonic Generations as the same guy, is shorter. He's much more shorter. He uses mid-legs. The original guy used mid-legs, so I kind of wish he had mid-legs. And the original one didn't, but of course I think that would make a little other people mad, because then they would add side leg printing on the mid-leg, so then they would have to make the other one. So yeah, just as a normal Sonic set, this is really good. There's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Of course, there are some flaws, like Eggman's weird mustache, and maybe his size, and of course back here there's some issues and stuff, but other than that, as a display piece, it's really good. I really like this set a lot. It's really cool. But who knows? Is this better than Winnie the Pooh? We're gonna have to see anyway. That's gonna be it for today's video. Of course, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out and bye.